All right, we'll take a look at solving quadratic equations using the zero product property. And all that means is zero means zero, product means multiplication, okay? And then there's a property that says what happens when you're multiplying two numbers and it has to give you zero. Well, one of these numbers that you're multiplying has to be zero. That's how it becomes zero. So this can be zero or this can be zero. Doesn't matter. So in order to solve it using the zero property, you set each of those things to zero. So you're going to set this to zero. So you're going to have y equals 0. Then you're going to set the next one to 0. So you're going to have y minus 4 equals 0. Then what do? I'm going to take that to the other side and add what? 4. So y equals 4. So your two answers are either 0 or 4. So 0 or 4. And that's what the zero property is. Just basically saying that one of them has to be 0 because when you multiply them, it has to give me 0. And you can check it. If y is 0, if this is 0, 0. 0 times 0 minus 4 is negative 4. So 0 times negative 4 is 0. And if y is 4, so you have 4 out here. 4 minus 4 is 0. 4 times 0 is also 0. And that's why that works. Okay. All right. So again, the zero property just says that you set them equal to 0. You take the first one, you set it equal to 0. So v plus 7 equals 0. You take the second one, v minus 5 equals 0. And you set it equal to 0. And you solve. Take that to the other side. That's negative 7. Take that to the other side, it's positive 5. So you got v equals negative 7, and here you got v equals 5. So v equals negative 7, and v equals 5. And that's what the zero property is. Okay, so again, all you're doing is setting them equal to 0. So you got p minus 2 equals 0, p minus 2 equals 0, and you got p plus 6 equals 0. Okay, take that to the other side, it's going to be plus 2. So you're going to have p is 2. Take this to the other side, it's going to be negative 6. So you're going to have p is negative 6. Okay, so that's a zero property. So again, set that equal to 0. So you're going to have the first one is f equals 0 because there's nothing to solve. This one is f. Take this to the other side, it's going to become 8. So that's gone. So f is equal to 8. All right, same thing here. So they can complicate it all they want to, but it's the same thing. Take this, put that equal to 0. So you have 4q plus 9 equals 0. And then you have 2q minus 1 equals 0. All right, so solve it. So take the 9 to the other side. It's going to be subtract 9. So that's going to be 0 minus 9, which is 9, which is negative 9, sorry. Divide by 4. Divide by 4. So q equals negative 9 over 4. And always check to see if you can simplify a fraction. Is there anything that goes into 9 and 4? No, you can just type in the calculator and double check me. So that's the first one. Then this one, same thing. Take this to the other side. It's going to be plus 1. So that 0 plus 1 is 1. Then divide by 2. So q is 1 divided by 2, which is positive 1/2. Make sure you can't simplify it. Okay. So again, this is equal to 0. So that's 0. And then this is equal to 0. So take this to the side, it's going to be 1. That goes away. G is equal to 1. All right, so you're just solving an equation, really. All right, again, this is equal to 0. So the first one is 0. And this is equal to 0. So take this to the other side. It's going to be 7, right? Then you're going to have 9j equals 7. 9j equals 7. Divide by 9. Divide by 9. And then simplify. I can't simplify that, so it's 7 over, oops. So it's 7 over 9. Okay, so you're just solving equations, basically. All right, same thing, set them equal to 0. This is equal to 0, so when you take this to the other side, it's going to be what? Negative 1, so that's the first one. Then this is equal to 0. Take this to the other side, it's going to be negative 7. Okay, so you're going to have 5t equals negative 7. Divide by 5 to get t on its own. So t is negative 7 over 5. Make sure you can't simplify it anymore. So negative 7 over 5. Okay, and this is just basically what we're going to do until you get to 80. Okay, so this is equal to 0. Take that to the side, it's going to be what? Negative 5. So that first one's negative 5. Take this one equal to 0. We're going to take this other side, it's going to be negative 9. That's gone. Okay, and you have negative 9 on this side. Then you're going to need to divide by 4 to get q on itself. So negative 9 over 4. Can I simplify that? No. Okay, so again, do it again. this is equal to 0. Take this to the other side. It's going to be what? Plus 4. So that's the first one's going to be 4. And the order of how you do this, by the way, doesn't matter. Then do this one. 5 goes on the other side, becomes what? Negative 5. You got 4k equals negative 5. Divide by 4. So you get k equals negative 5 over 4. Can I simplify it? No. Okay. This is equal to 0, so this is what? Plus 2. So the first one is 2, because there's nothing to divide by right after that. This one is equal to 0. Take this to the other side. What does that become? Minus 5. So that's going to be negative 5. All right. Set this equal to 0. You're going to get 5f equals 0 divided by 5. 0 divided by 5 is 0. So first one is 0. And then you're going to get this next one, which is 2f minus 3. Take this to the other side. It's going to be what? 3. So 2f equals 3. Divide by 2. F is 3 over 2. Can I simplify that? Nope. So 3 over 2. Oh, I put a period in it. Still let me get it correct. Wow. All right. Again, same thing. This is equal to 0. What do I do? Take that to the other side. It's going to be negative 7. Okay. And then on this one, take this to the other side, it's going to be 5. So I'm going to have 6p equals 5. Divide by 6. Get p by itself, 5 over 6. Can I simplify? No. All right, and that's basically what you're doing. It's okay, again, 7g is equal to 0. So dividing both sides by 7. Okay, so that 7 is going to go. And so 0 divided by 7 is 0. So the first one is 0. Then the second one is g minus 3. Take the g to the, the negative 3 to the other side. It's going to become what? 3. Positive 3. Okay. And you're basically doing that all the way until you get to 90.